Hello and welcome to another update video about Sand. Sand is just at a breakout point in my view, and we are here in the apex of a triangle. So after my last video yesterday on Sand, I think we were at around 660. I did say I would expect further continuation to the upside, which we have seen so far. Also, I said yesterday in the video that I think we were here. I think we were here at around 650. When we did not reach the 673 level, we missed it by 1 cent. So at 673, I had one of my sell orders set to take some profits along the way. Now we didn't reach it here, but we made a higher low, then came up higher. So that worked out. My sell order was triggered. Really pleased with that. Some profit taking, dollar cost averaging out basically, but only a small portion of my portfolio, expecting higher prices going forward. And what we can see now, we did move on, going forward here like that, and now we're moving in this triangle here. So very clear triangle as you can see it. And normally you would expect it to be a trend continuation pattern, which means that if we break here, for example, today above, it depends on in which hour it takes place, but between 685, at the moment it would be 686, we would need to break above. And again, in a few hours that might just be 680. So it's quite a steep trend line here that you can see. I need to adjust that slightly here. There you go. And the lower support line at the moment is at 672. So if you break that to the downside, then we're going to go down lower probably. But overall, this is not only that we're here at the triangle, we're really dancing here just below or on the fib level. And this is the, just scroll to the left or just go to the higher time frame. It's here at 680. It's a 0.214 fib level. We're currently just above that, but we don't seem to be adhering to it too well. I think there is a lot of buying and selling. Bulls and bears are fighting here around this fib level at 680. I did say in my previous video, if we can get above that level and hold it, then you can, we could even see a jump all the way to the all-time high. And what is impressive is that Sand is really holding at this level, despite a not too easy environment today. I mean, Bitcoin dropped a bit, it's a bit of a difficult day today for cryptos, sort of sideways move. Bitcoin dropped a little bit, but Sand held at this high level, which is looking really, really good. So yeah, if we can hold above 680 at least, that'd be great for continuation to the upside. And we just need to be careful because we are back in the overbought range on the weekly, but we are possibly doing here a little bit of a continuation on the weekly RSI. We didn't really drop that much. We came out of the overbought range. As we came out of the overbought range, the price started to pick up again. I personally would never buy something in the overbought range, but as we build these lows there, I think in one of my recent videos I talked about might be a possibility here for people who want to get into Sand to start dollar cost averaging in again. And we did bottom out here at the 0.5 fib level at around 453. So here we seem to have bottomed out and then, started to outperform Bitcoin again on the way up. That is something that we did before when we had recoveries. I remember that was the case here, for example. After our drop here, we did outperform Bitcoin then, but then dropped even further with Bitcoin's sort of flash crash again, and that's what we are doing here at the moment. So we are moving higher again, and if we move above 680 and cannot hold it and can hold it, then I think we could even see much higher prices. And the next resistance levels, I'm going to tell you now as well. Next key resistance, if we move above this level, I would personally expect here at 1 second, just to zoom in. So certainly here at 770, there's a bit of a resistance here before at around 720, but then 770 definitely, and then of course here the 850 level. Now if we're really going to get to that, not sure yet with the high RSI, especially also on the 4-hour chart we are overbought now, and on the daily we are just getting into overbought. But because on the daily we are not overbought yet, I would think so that we can expect some further continuation, especially as we also had the bullish cross on the MACD. But the weekly is showing again overbought, and I think at some point there will be a larger sell-off still coming. This could just be the correction of the correction, you could call it, that we're now moving up with Bitcoin again, maybe to the all-time high here, and then drop down once more when Bitcoin is going to sell off one final time, which is what I do expect. Again, that's also why I have to put every TA in the light of that, because it is just fact that most cryptos are following Bitcoin, even though they are doing it with a different degree. You know, I think, for example, all the metaverse cryptos, when Bitcoin is correcting down, they might not correct that much, and on the way up, they might outperform Bitcoin. And that is what we are seeing now. Bitcoin moving up from the lower 42K to now around 50K, 51K. I think it's today just below 50. And then we see Sand making a huge jump here. That's obviously also related to some news that were coming around in the last few days. But also, you know, the ecosystem is growing. That is also why I think in 2022, especially Sand, but also some of the other gaming play-to-earn cryptos are going to have a great year next year. So yeah, I think personally, and this is just my personal expectation here, is that we can expect further continuation of this anyway in the short term, possibly also a positive breakout here to the upside out of that triangle, because in the end, if we take a look here on the 1 hour chart, it's not only that triangle. If you understand what's happening here, we're making higher lows here, which indicates that the sellers can't really push the price again anymore from that horizontal resistance line. So the sellers can't push the price down, the buyers buying more, and this obviously leads the price currently to be sort of compressed, and there will be a release of tension happening here. And yeah, I would expect further continuation. But even if we don't, even if we drop here, I think what we might see is just maybe a correction down to the previous high here of 650, and then possibly further continuation then. Because, you know, Sand is strong. I would expect in the short term Bitcoin to continue to climb into a target area between 55 and 63K, all based on FIB levels. And then based on that, I would expect Sand also to follow in the next few days and weeks, irrespective if we're just breaking out of here to the upside. But yeah, I gave you the key resistance and support levels. Generally bullish on Sand, of course. That's what I am, and hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.